It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, maybe it hasn't been quite the start to the season they were hoping for. They're just 2-3 so far, but probably a little too early to get hung up on the one-loss record at this point. And here we are, start of a new season. So much drama coming out of the gate.
Drama for your mama.
Shaq, for the teams that are underperforming thus far, what can they do to try and right the ship?
Look, Ernie, it's early, so don't overreact. You can mix up the rotations a little bit. Don't be scared, Coach. Do what you got to do.
Well, first, you got to keep believing in yourself. But I love these player-only meetings.
Oh, I'll bet you.
I did, man.
Really? You liked them?
Oh, because I used to. That's the only time I could really look in your face in front of the other 11 guys and tell you how I really feel about you.
Like, Akeem, you're killing us.
No, that never was said. It was more like, see, we should only give it to Akeem because he's the only one not killing us.
Oh.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover, just not their best effort.
You could see the coach trying a few different rotations in that game, shaking things up, trying to get something going, but nothing was working.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Stan Van Gundy has coached the likes of Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dwight Howard. But he said, as a rebounder, Andre Drummond is as good as anybody, if not the best that I've ever been around. He just goes out and gets the ball. Drummond said it's just a will. The will to get the ball most people won't jump for. I just put myself out there. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Drummond is just a hulk of a man. He's really the backbone of this team. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still your big guy's got to want to be physical, because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and other guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means,
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
There's the pick. Lure with it. Back to Jackson. Right side Bradley. 5 on the clock. Bradley with another miss. Clippers with the ball. Fires for 3. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
In the corner, it's Harris. Jackson against Rivers. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Jordan kicks to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Here's Jordan. Passes it to Rivers. Off target from outside. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harris dishes to Jackson. And Lure kicks to Bradley. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. Bradley with another miss.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Pass to Rivers. Gallinari outside, over Harris, and there's Gallinari on the assist by Rivers. Gallinari's got his first 2 points.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
Lure the pass to Bradley. There's a screen. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Beverly. Jackson misses.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
They get it back. Griffin kicks to Beverly. A second chance effort. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pistons trail by 7. Right side Jackson. Drummond a screen. Jackson kicks to Lure. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Gallinari dishes to Jordan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to give you. He's going to grab every rebound available out there and block shots defensively. And on offense, you're going to find him around the rim and finishing lobs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan. And with Jordan, he had a better season, Brent, in 2017 with his free throw shooting.
Well, 50% is a big improvement, but still not good enough. He's a liability out there on the floor late in the games because of the free throw shooting, but another off season for DeAndre Jordan to address that issue and come back and be better.
He doesn't get the second one.
Jordan makes his presence felt on both ends of the basketball court. His length is simply incredible. Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible, not getting anything to go.
And last season, DeAndre Jordan making his first All-Star appearance.
What a tremendous accomplishment for DJ to come into the league, immediately accept his role as a screen-setting, lob-getting big man that could affect the game with his rebounding prowess. And for him to appear in the mid-season classic, a validation of accepting your role and working within it.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
Detroit making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And with the Pistons, this has been the identity the team has been aiming for under Stan Van Gundy. It's taken shape, but has yet, Greg, to produce big results.
I think it's because they've just always been 1 or 2 pieces short of making that next jump. I think the conference has gotten stronger, and while their best players are really good, I don't think they're quite at that elite.
Who saw that? I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Jackson passes to Harris. drops in the layup for 2. Harris has got 5 now.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Los Angeles leading by 6. They set the pick. Kicks to Rivers. Outside Jordan. Pass to Beverly. Gallinari in the corner. Over Harris. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Lure. That shot off the mark. Good D by Jordan. Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And then Griffin with the dunk.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
Harris a screen on Beverly. Jackson kicks to Marjanovic. And here's Harris from the arc. That one doesn't go. The Clippers go the other way with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Yeah, it was not disastrous. They did have some very good stretches in that game, but they just could not sustain it for as long as they needed.
Taking a look at some stats for DeAndre Jordan. Great showing for him last season. First in shooting percentage. 3rd in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Here's Rivers. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Rivers has got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Marjanovic with a screen for Jackson. Bradley passes to Marjanovic. Jordan with some nice D.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
But he recovers it. Pistons trail by 13. Here's Harris. No good again that time.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Here's Jackson. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Harris setting the pick for Jackson. Over to the left wing. And Lure wide open. He shoots it. Good on the triple. Lure's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Back to Beverly. Over Jackson. And it's Beverly missing. Pistons trail by 12. Harris with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's now 7 points for Tobias Harris.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The dish to Gallinari. At the elbow, Griffin. The shot. The Clippers keep it alive. Jordan the pass to Gallinari. Shoots the 3. Tries yet again. The shot's good from Jordan. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Just consistently aggressive on the glass. Jordan is so tough to contain down there.
Jackson up top, defended by Beverly. Stolen by Beverly. Griffin dishes to Jordan. Rivers, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. That's now 8 points for Austin Rivers. Pistons trail by 14. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Hey, Brent, Jerry West once said that his ultimate lineup would feature 5, 6, 9 players. I like that. In a league that features so much switching, and you were just talking about this, would that be the perfect recipe for a versatile lockdown defender?
Well, I'd take 4 6'9" players in Jerry West. How about that? That might be pretty
Always
good.
include West with anybody, right? West with anybody.
No doubt about it. At 6'9", I think what Jerry's alluding to there, Kevin, is the fact that each of those guys would have a tremendous amount of length to cover up the floor. So foot quickness, lateral movement, and then that length to bother anybody, not only challenging shots, but also getting to the rim and making sure that there's some protection around the interior part of your defense.
Here's Teodosic. Reed a screen. Teodosic, the pass to Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
There's the pass to Marjanovic. He feeds it to Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Lou Williams.
Even though Ish Smith is listed at 6 feet tall, that still doesn't keep him from drawing fouls like he did there.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Teodosic. Reed the pass to Teodosic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. From 11 feet away. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Great positioning on the glass, jumping all over that miss and sticking it back in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw drops from Marjanovic.
Well, Clippers and bad luck seem to go hand in hand. Just some tough breaks during the postseason for this franchise over the past couple of seasons. Consistently matching up with tough teams in the playoffs and not ever quite getting over the hump.
Williams gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Smith kicks to Marjanovic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Here's Teodosic, covered by Smith. Teodosic, the pass to Williams. Off target with his 3. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Johnson. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Ellenson.
Well, you knew the Clippers would be hit hard in free agency. Losing both Paul and Redick kind of changes the outlook of the team. But still, I think they're going to be solid. And one that I expect to make the postseason, but I don't think that we can label them as a contender.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Harrell. And Greg with the moves, the era of Lob City, it looks like it's officially over.
Yeah, and it was a fun run, but the team just, one, couldn't stay healthy, and they had some bad luck, let's face it, in the postseason. Entertaining group to watch, no doubt about it, but now we start the new era in Clipperland.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Now here is Smith. He kicks to Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Clippers.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
The first free throw is good. And last season, you'll recall, Brent, Doc Rivers challenging this Clippers team to cut down on technical fouls.
I think they just wanted to get away from all the whining that was going on. I think some people were actually bringing cheese to the game for the Clippers to go with that wine. I kid you, Kevin.
I know.
But you just don't want to waste energy on things like that that are going on throughout the course of the game, and to have that kind of reputation around the refereeing circles.
Here's Teodosic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Reed. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Clock at 2. They grab their own miss, and that one is good. And the Clippers lead by 14.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Smith outside. Passes it to Kennard. Marjanovic, a screen on Williams. Here's Kennard. And it's Reed pulling it down.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 6 points for Montrezl Harrell.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Smith outside. Feeds to Ellenson. Screen by Smith. Pass to Marjanovic. Some solid defense from Reed. Blake Griffin getting it done for Los Angeles. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We come back right after this. And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew from head coach Doc Rivers.
Doc told me, you should be Defensive Player of the Year, not just for one time, but for multiple years. And I could tell that he wasn't trying to hype me up or just telling me that because I was his player. He really meant it. Once you have that confidence from somebody like that, you can only play well.
And you gotta love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre, and how Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. I mean, I have to believe we're going to see that confidence proven to be right.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that they're coming at them all night long.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Detroit, Ish Smith is out there with Kennard. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Ellenson. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. Teodosic, the pass to Reed. Pass to Teodosic. From deep, Williams. He can't get that one to fall. And the Pistons now going the other way. Shot from the wing. Good. Kennard's got his first points of the night. Los Angeles leading by 16. Outside Williams. The feed to Reed. That shot no good. Good D by Drummond. Out left to the wing. Here's Kennard. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Picked by Harrell. Teodosic, the pass to Williams. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
With some arc, Johnson can't hit. Here's Teodosic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped and stolen by Drummond. Now Johnson. 8 points his last outing. Shot's good by Kennard.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Clippers leading by 16.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
Kennard, the pass to Johnson. Drummond sets the screen for Smith. Dishes to Drummond. Over Reed. And it's Drummond missing. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Another miss by Williams.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shot's good by Kennard.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And one thing that you can say about this Pistons team is they are fundamentally sound, strong on the glass and closing out possessions, and they really don't make a lot of mistakes.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in rebounding, 16th in shooting percentage. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And he gets the bucket. Greg, with the Pistons and their discipline as a team, part of their great rebounding means they allow very few second chance points, one of the fewest allowed in the league last season.
And couple that with how strong they've been at taking care of the basketball. Low turnover numbers as well as points allowed off of those turnovers. And with that rebounding, I think it makes for very measured basketball.
Jordan the screen. Jordan with the screen on Lure. Griffin kicks to Gallinari. The dish now to Beverly. Lure against Griffin. Here's Jordan. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, love the attitude there of Jordan staying with the shot despite being grabbed.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
One shot.
Jordan no good on the free throw. Brent, you were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Drummond.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
Up top, Griffin. We're covering. Here's Gallinari. Stolen by Lure. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Lure's got his second bucket of the night.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Beverly for three. Nailed from three-point land. Beverly's got his first 3 points of the game. Pistons trail by 14. Jackson dishes to Harris. Back to Jackson. Drummond with a screen on Beverly. Harris inside. Gallinari covering.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Bradley against Rivers. Outside Bradley. Shot off the pick. And Drummond throws it down.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
And Beverly kicks to Griffin. The offensive rebound. Gallinari on the wing, guarded by Harris. And Gallinari kicks to Rivers. A second chance effort.
From the outset of Austin Rivers' career, it seemed like he never was quite comfortable. That is until just this last year, where he played consistently well coming off the bench for the Los Angeles Clippers. Seems to be a completely different player as he's found his niche in the league.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
And he can't hit the second.
And with their struggles at the line this quarter, that free throw percentage has dropped down to about 55%. That's not going to get it done.
And it goes down 2 points. Lure's got 7 points. Well, if you look at when things changed for Rivers, really it was the 2016 playoff series against the Blazers.
That was interesting. Even though the team lost, he played great, and I think that was a huge shot of adrenaline and confidence in his game, that he could consistently find that kind of effort and offense if he stepped out on the floor with the right mindset.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And Brent, of course, you started your career with the Clippers and played for him for several seasons. Looking back, do you have a moment that you describe as your favorite with that team?
I think my favorite moment, Kevin, was playing a game against the Phoenix Suns, and ended up being a very close and competitive contest, and I ended up making a game winner against the Suns. But the coolest part about it was after the game when Charles came by as I was making my way out of the arena and came over and said, "Nice job, Rook." I appreciated that very much.
Marjanovic checked in for the Pistons.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again. We know that Blake Griffin gives you a lot offensively, but he's a very heady player. Even when not putting up the shot, he can cut well, moves to open spaces on the floor, and he has a great eye for what's going on around him. A terrific passer as a power forward.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you talk about Griffin and his passing. I remember last season watching him, Brent, throw a behind-the-back, between-the-legs assist to a baseline cutter. Wow.
Well, your memory is rock solid, Kevin. I remember that play as well, and he's certainly in the conversation as being one of the best passing big men in the league. Has always put up big assist numbers, and some of the things that he can do, especially... As soon as Gallinari saw the lane open up, he took it right at the defense and finishes off in style.
Pistons trail by 21. Jackson passes to Harris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
First free throw is good. And while most teams are moving in the direction of attacking from three-point range or inside, Greg, this Pistons team will still look to make a living in the mid-range game.
Yeah, and the Pistons right at the top of the NBA in terms of the highest percentage of their points coming from the mid-range. Almost 20% of their points coming from that area. You have to play to the strengths of your team, even in an ever-evolving game. Right now, that's where their bread is buttered.
They set the pick, and Beverly kicks to Griffin. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the pass to Beverly. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's stolen by Harris. Jackson in the corner. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Jordan the screen. Offensive rebound. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
All hustle there. Griffin throwing himself against the glass. Love that effort.
Beverly against Jackson. Lure the screen. Bradley dishes to Harris. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Bradley, that's for 2. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. Here's Beverly. Kicks it to Griffin. Gallinari passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, right now, option 1 is BG, filling it up from everywhere on the floor.
Pistons trail by 18. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Harris. Over Gallinari. Harris missing again.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
The basket counts, and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Clippers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Reedy's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Carroll comes in for Blake Griffin. Decker's checked in for Gallinari. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Ellinson's checked in for Lure. Stanley Johnson comes in for Harris. Kennard, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. A free throw drops for Rivers. And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
He kicks it to Decker. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Decker. It's stolen by Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Willie Reed. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Teodosic is checked in for Rivers. Pistons trail by 19. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kennard, the pass to Ellenson. Smith on the wing. 6 to shoot. Marjanovic with a screen for Smith. Shoots over Decker. Here's Marjanovic. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Outside Williams. The fadeaway. Williams missing again. Here's Kennard. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, good awareness there to beat the clock. Now they have a break in the action to discuss some other things.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. High-scoring half, Blake. What broke this game open?
It starts on defense. Our defense did a good job of getting stops, getting rebounds, getting out on the open floor, and got some easy buckets, and then, shots start to fall.
Looked good in the first half, Blake. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, let me tell you, the evolution of Blake Griffin, you're seeing right here. A strong, athletic power forward. He's really transitioned into relying on his skills. Great ball handler for his size and much more consistent shooter now from distance.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down. Here's Beverly. Gallinari, the 3 with Griffin at the 4. Austin Rivers is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Gallinari on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Basket counts.
If you're gonna foul Gallo, make sure you really foul Gallo. Big mistake by the defense there.
Well, for his whole career, Gallinari has been viewed as a small forward, but Brent, every so often he'll find minutes at the 4, and with the way the NBA is going, I wouldn't be surprised to see him more often there than not.
Well, if he does transition, Kevin, to the 4 spot for Gallinari, the question is, who is it that he's defending on the other side? If it's a quick 4-man that has the same kind of range and can put the ball on the deck, that becomes a tough matchup for Gallinari. But certainly his ability to shoot the ball will provide space for other wing players.
Here's Jackson. Harris outside. That one misses. Some solid defense from Gallinari. To the left wing. Passes to Griffin. Over Lure. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harris kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Drummond. And he converts the layup. Drummond's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Pistons trail by 18. Harris setting the pick for Jackson. Harris drives in. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Here's Gallinari. Misses off the right iron. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bradley, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers leading by 16. Out to Gallinari. From the arc. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 10.
Perimeter jumper from Gallo, always a strong suit, continues to get better.
Feeds it to Harris. Down low, the 11-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. A nice shot by Rivers.
Squaring up, you could see the work that Rivers has put into the mechanics on his shot. He's making himself into a more consistent player.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
One thing Danilo Gallinari has been his whole career is consistent. I know he's had some injuries to deal with, but he's always scored in the teens, about 15 points for his career in the league, and is pretty efficient from the 3-point line, especially as a stretch big, shooting in the high 30s from beyond the arc. So that's some quantity and some quality.
And for Gallinari, the major change in his game, Brent, has been his willingness to get to the line. Other than that, he's kept the same style of play.
Yeah, positives and negatives to that, Kevin, if you don't make any kind of changes in your game and you're looked on as one-dimensional. But because he's 6'10", 6'11", has that ability to stretch you out and shoot threes, Danilo Gallinari is an impact player on the offensive end of the floor.
Bradley dishes to Lure. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Bradley kicks to Harris. And stolen by Jordan. Gallinari passes to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often. Lure's got 10 points in the game. Los Angeles leading by 20. Pick by Griffin. And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Puts it up from 12. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Beverly dishes to Rivers. Pass to Griffin. And Jordan has it in the corner. Clock at 4. Rivers passes to Gallinari. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Rivers against Jackson. Drummond with a screen on Gallinari. Here's Harris. The second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Pass to Rivers. Shoots over Bradley. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got 19 points.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
You could see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
Griffin sets the screen for Beverly. Shoots off the screen, and Griffin scores. The assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Bradley. Here's the screen. Drummond dishes to Jackson. Outside Bradley. This one for 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line, or you risk getting burned.
Jordan the screen. In the corner, it's Griffin. Back to Beverly. The feed to Rivers. Jordan the screen. Pops it up for Jordan. Dishes to Beverly. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a look here at the shot chart for the Pistons.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taken that shot.
Jackson with it. Drummond with a screen on Rivers. Lure the pass to Harris. Now the dish to Drummond. Here's Lure. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. Off the pick. Jordan kicks to Beverly. Tries again. Fires the 3. No good. Shot missing. And Detroit the other way now. To the middle. Drummond in the post. He's against Jordan. And that one's good. Drummond.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
So both teams changing it up here.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Lou Williams. Last season's performance for him put up about 17 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here, because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Johnson the screen. Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Over Reed. But he recovers it. Second chance shot, and stolen by Harrell. Williams dishes to Decker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Now the pass to Johnson. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Teardrop shot, and Johnson finishes off inside.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Clippers leading by 20. Here's Teodosic looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Williams. Kicks it to Decker. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. Out left to the wing. Teodosic. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons trail by 20. Here's Johnson. Decker with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Clippers moving the ball around. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's the pick. Here's Smith. He feeds it to Ellenson. The Pistons with a fresh 24. Marjanovic passes to Smith. He kicks to Johnson. To the wing right side. Ellenson with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Ellenson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Williams attacking. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And the Clippers lead by 19. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Passes it to Kennard. He dishes it to Johnson. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Reed a screen. Decker passes to Teodosic. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 19. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Really left alone that time. Johnson's got 6.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
Teodosic, the pass to Reed. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Harrell setting the pick for Decker. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Again, Williams missing.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Feeds to Ellenson over Williams. And there's Ellenson. That's good on the assist by Smith. Ellenson's got his second basket of the night. Clippers leading by 15. 1:05 left to play in the third. Pass to Williams. Here's Teodosic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Smith outside. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Johnson the screen. Here's Kennard. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. Pulls it from the elbow. Kennard's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the Clippers miss again. Pistons trail by 15. Wide open look. And the shot is long.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Decker can't hit. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Finished off the break. Johnson's got 8 points.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
We got to keep closing now. We can't just give guys shots, pull to the ball, get our rotations. Let's go.
Well, you can't allow open shots and expect to play for Stan Van Gundy. He'll yank you out of there, guys, quickly.
Yeah, I mean, all 5 guys need to talk to each other, help each other defensively, and if just one guy slacks off, it's really easy for your defense to break down.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Kennard is out there with Smith. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's Johnson, and it's Ellenson in at the power forward. Back to Williams. Out left to the wing. Here's Decker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Pistons trail by 11. Now here is Smith. Picked him clean. Here's Teodosic. Drops in the breakaway layup. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. And, well, Detroit shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Smith kicks to Johnson. Inside and stolen by Harrell. Here's Teodosic, covered by Smith. Decker can't hit.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Smith outside. Now Ellenson. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's Williams with the drive. Got a hand on it. Smith inside. Bucket is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well we got the point across.
Unselfish play there from BG, effectively using his huge frame to set that hard screen.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Harris. Looking to end his cold spell. Again, the Pistons score.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Beverly up top, guarded by Jackson. Left side, Griffin. Gallinari on the wing. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Harris dishes to Lure. The lead now in single digits.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Clippers leading by 9. And here's Beverly. Over Lure. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Beverly. 31 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Harris against Gallinari. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
And Beverly kicks to Griffin. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Harris. Left side Jackson. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Bradley against Rivers. Outside for Jordan. Beverly for three. Detroit with the rebound. Lure's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harris inside. Gallinari covering. And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
Clippers leading by 5. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Off target from outside. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Harris misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Beverly, the pass to Griffin. Down low, Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. That's now 8 points for DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan getting to work down there on the inside, and when he gets that deep position, he can score.
Jackson kicks to Lure. Jackson dishes to Lure. Nice ball movement by Detroit. From the wing. Second chance shot. Stolen by Beverly. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Pistons trail by 7. Outside Bradley. There's the feed to Harris. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Rivers with it. Dishes it to Griffin. Beverly for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
And he's turned himself into a tremendous 3-and-D role player. Beverly's jump shot has become a strong suit on offense.
Bradley kicks to Lure. Back to Bradley. Here's the dish to Lure. Griffin with the steal. Gallinari passes to Rivers. And the 3 off target. Pistons trail by 10. Jackson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Los Angeles leading by 8. Beverly dishes to Gallinari. Beverly against Jackson. Baseline J on the way. And it's Beverly missing. Pistons have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Lure the screen. Jackson kicks to Bradley. Lure a screen on Beverly. Here's Bradley, and Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Offensive rebound, Drummond. Jordan with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And Lure kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rivers gets a wide open look. Lets it go with a three. The Clippers rebound.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. And stolen by Drummond. Looking to get it going, and it's Harris with the bucket inside. Here's Beverly. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
Beverly against Bradley. Shot clock at 5. Over Jordan. Here's Drummond. Chalk up 2 there. Drummond's got 21 in the game.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Beverly, the pass to Griffin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 7. A 3 from Bradley. Bradley with another miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots. You can blame some poor defense on that play, just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Jackson dishes to Bradley. Harris inside. Gallinari covering. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits. And Harris drops them both. Los Angeles leading by 8. 1:46 left to play here in the 4th. Stolen by Lure. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Over Gallinari. Here's Drummond. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Drummond's got 23 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Griffin. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Jackson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Jackson kicks to Bradley. Drummond with a screen on Beverly. The pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Drills the baseline jumper. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Well, there never really is, but you're right, especially coming down the stretch of a tight game. He's a guy you got to pay much closer attention to defensively.
Here's Jackson. He shoots again, gets the bucket, and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
That's good from Harris.
Seems like the more that's at stake, the more he rises to the challenge.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Griffin kicks to Rivers. Jordan the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 19 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, it really depends on what's available, so we'll see how the defense lines up here.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Nineteen seconds left in the 4th quarter. Bradley sets the pick for Jackson to tie it up. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And the Clippers call time here. Rivers against Bradley. Missed. Tries again. Count it!
And Matt is clutch. Griffin always ready to take the big one.
Jackson from long range. Misses the three. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Blake, very strong game offensively. What gave you the confidence to take over?
Just putting in the work, and my teammates honestly believing in me and telling me to be confident at the end of the game. So I owe a lot to them. They came up with big plays. Just everybody working together.
Very good win for you tonight, Blake. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.